Hello everybody, welcome to the 6.1a examples video. So following up on our notes for 6.1a on sequences and our special sequences, arithmetic and geometric. So for this video, we're going to just do 4 quick sequences and determine whether they're arithmetic or geometric, and then find the common difference or ratio. So before we do that, let's just remind ourselves what arithmetic and geometric sequences are. Arithmetic, those are sequences where you always add or subtract the same number. And whatever that number is that you're adding or subtracting, that's going to be the common difference. Geometric, on the other hand, uses multiplication or division. So for a geometric sequence, you're multiplying or dividing by the same number. And whatever number that you're multiplying or dividing by, that's going to be called your common ratio. Okay, so let's look at an example. We've got a sequence, 21, 35, I started this video over because there was a typo and then I forgot to fix it. Okay, scratch that. So going back to number 1, our sequence is 21 to 35, 49, 63. So I'm looking at this sequence and I want to know, how do I get from 21 to 35 to 49 to 63? And in order to figure it out, you might just play around a little bit. So let's start by investigating adding. Am I adding something? Am I always adding the same number? So to get from 21 to 35, what am I adding? I'm adding 14. Okay, and you could figure that out by doing 35 minus 21 if you weren't sure. Okay, so let's check if that's the same for all the terms. So 35 to 49, that's also plus 14. And 49 to 63, also plus 14. So we figured it out. We're always adding the same number. All right, and the key word there is adding. So our adding sequence is the arithmetic. If we're always adding the same number, it's an arithmetic sequence. So because we figured out this one's always adding, it's arithmetic. And our common difference is 14. So whatever that number that we're always adding is. All right, first one done. Let's look at the next one. 5 to 15 to 45 to 135 to 405. How do we go between those terms? How do we get from 5 to 15 to 45 to 135? So sometimes it jumps out at you really fast. Sometimes you have to do a little guess and check. So let's just, to model that, let's just pretend for a second that we're thinking this is arithmetic. So let's look at whether we're adding the same thing every time. So I might say, okay, to get from 5 to 15, that's plus 10. Then to get from 15 to 45, that's plus 30. So I didn't add the same number, which means it's not arithmetic. So we were wrong about that. Let's cross it off and start over. Okay, it's not arithmetic. Let's see if it's geometric. It's going up, so we've got to be multiplying. So to get from 5 to 15, I multiply by 3, right? Is that the same? 15 to 45, that's times 3. And you could check that 135 over 45 is 3, so times 3 times 3. So in this case, we're always multiplying 3. Keyword here is multiply. Our multiplication sequence is a geometric. And our common ratio is 3. Okay, let's see. So looking at this one, I could test out arithmetic, but let's see. 2 to 16, that's plus 14. Now I'm jumping way up into the hundreds. That's definitely not plus 14. So I can rule out arithmetic pretty quick. Let's look at geometric. So 2 to 16, that's times 8. Okay, let's check. 16 times 8, you could whip out a calculator, test it out. 16 times 8 is 128, yay. And just to be safe, you could check 128 times 8 on your calculator and see that it is in fact 1024. So we got it. It's always times 8. So this is a geometric. Common ratio is 8. All right, last one. Okay, 24 to 22 to 20 to 18 to 16. This one's going down. That's okay. It's we don't treat it any differently. We're still looking for what's that common thing that's getting us from one term to the next. So this one, it's pretty easy to see what's happening. To go from 24 to 22, we subtract 2. 22 to 20, subtract 2, subtract 2, subtract 2. So we're always subtracting 2. So keyword there is subtracting. Our subtracting sequence is an arithmetic. And this time we'll say the common difference is negative 2. And that's what makes it go down. If you have a negative common difference, it's going to go down. If it's a positive common difference, it's going to go up. Okay, so that's all we got for that, practicing identifying arithmetic and geometric sequences. Hopefully this helped the notes make sense, and thank you for watching the video.